I played a prank on my manager, and because of that, I likely got fired. This is a throwback to when I had a girlfriend. So we're just gonna put a nice GF next to our beautiful GF here. I was low on money, fresh out of high school, just graduated senior year. And you know what? I had a GF and I had no money. These two things don't really work well together. But the thing was, I had little to no work experience. You can see over here. Do you have working experience? I would say no. So I applied all over the place and we got rejected all over the place. And finally, there was one company that stood out to me and hired me. And that was Home Depot. I went, right, and interviewed. And let's just call this person Ash. Cool. So that's Ash. And she was a person who was hiring people. She was a hiring manager. We'll just call this person Dave. Dave. Rob. That's me. So Ash is over here and she's all like,
alright, congratulations. All three of you got hired.
And I was with Dave and Rob at like the hiring meeting, the initial part, and then at the end when we're all getting our jobs. So Ash is all like,
alright Dave, congratulations. You get to work in tile.
And Dave's like,
yeah, let's go. I get to like sort all the tile and stuff.
And then Ash was like,
Rob, you get to work in the lumber.
And Rob's like,
let's go. I love wood.
And then she gets to me and she says,
Ken, you get to work in lot.
And at first I was like, let's go, lot. And then it came to me. Wait, she said lot? I realized what lot meant. Lot means you're a lot attendant, which means you have all the hardest jobs in the whole store. You're the people who load stuff, clean stuff. You're basically everyone's water boy, and nobody wants to be a water boy. Well, I mean, unless that was like your thing, and then I have nothing against it. But I didn't want to be a water boy. But you know what? I didn't really have a choice. So I was like, you know what? Fine. Even though it's gonna suck, even though the summer's gonna be super hot, oh, it sucked. But it is what it is, right? So, you know what? I did my job the way I was supposed to do it. You know what I'm saying? I went out, grabbed all the cards, and put them back where they're supposed to go. I was greeting customers. Hi, welcome to Home Depot. Are you looking for anything particular today? You know, I was doing my job. I was a good lot attendant. And during my time there, it was actually kind of funny because I found out there's cliques, like little groups at Home Depot. So let me just show you, right? So these people over here were all the people in departments. The lumber people, the bathroom people, all the department people. These people here were the cashiers, all the gossipers, all the fun people. These people up here, all the managers. And these people down here, all the lot workers. Here was the problem, right? So up here, we have our group of managers. And we have a manager A, B, C, and D. But it's this manager right here, Manager A, that got on everyone's nerves. So this is Manager A. We'll just call him A for a-hole. And you know what? He was mean. He just came in grumpy every single day. It doesn't matter whether it was like, oh, a holiday like yesterday. Nah, he comes in grumpy and serious. And everyone hated him. But you know what sucked the most? I was a lot attendant and he hated lot attendants. And we were the easiest to pick on. And out of all the lot attendants, you know what's beautiful? This is what he thought. He thought me, and he thought, screw Ken. I don't like him. We're gonna make him do all the hard work. Imagine this, right? It's another day. You woke up at 4:30 and you hit the snooze button on your phone like 5 different times. You're smacking your own head because you don't want to go to this job, but you wake up and you go to this job anyway. So I would get up and then I would have to deal with this fool right here every morning because he did the morning shift. Just imagine this. You're just chilling, you're in the morning, you're just trying to get into work, and then all of a sudden this is what you hear. Oh, good morning, Manager A. I didn't see you there. And he'd come up and it'd be like, just like this. He'd just be like this. I'd be like, oh, I'm sorry, Manager A. He'd be like, Ken, where were you for like the past 5 minutes? Are you 5 minutes late? And I was like, no, Manager A, I was just putting on sunscreen in the locker room because my skin burns easily in the sun in the summer heat. He'd be like, well, once you're out, you should be here right on time. I'm like, oh, all right, thank you, Manager A. Thank you, Manager A. I understand. I understand, Manager A. We get it. We get it. And so my day goes on. I'll make my way over to the leaf blower. So in the morning, the lot attendant, what they have to do is take the leaf blower and blow the whole front of the store, make it look sparkly clean, because why else would you hire a lot attendant, I guess, right? Managers were relatively lenient on when you did it because they respected you. Or they would say,
hey, you know what? That's a good enough job.
Because in the gardening section, there's a lot of leaves. So it makes no sense to blow the leaves because there's going to be more leaves at the end of the day. So most managers were cool about it, but not Manager A. So imagine, right? You're just going about your day. It's early in the morning. It's about 5 o'clock. And all right, it sucks. You're leaf blowing, doing the leaf blowing thing. You know what I like to do? I think these are the actual ones. I put in my headphones like this. And I was like, okay, chill. I'm chilling, right? Because a leaf blower is loud, most people wear earplugs, but I wasn't provided any. So, okay, cool. I decided to use headphones. And this is what I hear. You already know. Running across the whole store is Manager A. Oh no, Manager A, please, no. And he'd be, Ken, why are you wearing earphones? And I'd be like, well, because I want to listen to music, and also the leaf blower is really loud. And he said, you can't wear earphones, that's against company policy. Plus, what if a car comes? And I'm looking at him like, yo, it's like barely 5 in the morning. It just turned 5. There's nobody gonna be here. But I didn't say that. I was just like, you know what? Okay, they're out. Fine. Okay, fine. And then he'd go back and then, bother someone else. So he'd go away for a bit. Fine. I've done my leaf blowing job in the morning. I gotta put the carts away. So my genius idea is to stack all the carts up in the front. But you know who didn't like that? There was one manager. All the other managers were cool with it because they're like, yo, low-key 5-head, right? Low-key smart. But there was one manager who didn't like it. And as I was doing it, this is what I heard. He's behind me, huh? Yes, Manager A. What did you need this time? And he'd be, Ken! Why are you setting the carts this high? Leave the other ones in corrals in the lot. And I say, well, then customers don't get it. They won't be able to retrieve the cart because those are the carts that people put away, right? When they're done shopping. He'd be like, I don't care. Put these carts back. So after all the work I did in the morning, I had to put all the carts back in the lot area when my job was to take those carts and put them in the front area. So that was my experience with Manager A. And you know what? I was sick of it. In fact, I was angry. So I was like, you know what? I'm tired of it. I'm tired of this guy coming up behind me and yelling at me all the time. It's payback time. And that's exactly what I did. So, I know this behind me over here doesn't really look like payback. You're like, oh, thank you to who? So I did this. Watch this, watch this. I said, thank you to manager. I'm just gonna put manager like that, and then A. And then for the 4, the plan was to say, for being a terrible human being, for showing me that somebody has the will and the capacity to be an awful person the way that you are. I mean, or something like that. So this was my plan. Now you're probably wondering, what does that have to do with anything? So at Home Depot, or at least the one that I worked at, there was the employee board, and it kind of looked like this. And a bunch of these thank you notes would be on the board. You know, if like, let's say if Shelly from Department 3 did something really nice for you, then great. You can tack that up on the wall. It was a great thank you. It was a way to basically recognize people. And that's exactly what I wanted to do. So I put this onto the wall after I wrote everything down. I put it onto the wall early in the morning so nobody knew who it was from. And you could put like, oh, from whoever, like from Ken. But I didn't put my name on it because I'm a rebel, obviously. And it got kind of crazy. I'm gonna admit. You know, I don't mean to brag, but I kind of started a revolution or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Think about it. This is tacked onto the employee board. I'm going about my duties. All of a sudden, the employees are talking. Yo, did you hear about the note on the wall? Somebody's calling out manager A. They actually did it. This is the first time anyone's done this. I'm thinking, oh shoot. I was trying to be a troll. I was trying to prank. Did I do something a bit out of line? Now I was getting scared. I'm like, oh no, I'm gonna lose my job. I was like, you know what? I don't like manager A. I'm sticking up for all the employees at Home Depot. We deserve better treatment from this person. So I stuck to my guns. And one of my friends there was all like, yo, was that you? And I was like, you already know. I don't know how, but then people starting to find out it was me. Better not than you, friend, because then you're not a friend. So I get a call on my lunch break. So I went home for lunch during this time because I didn't pack a lunch. So I went home, and as my food is microwaving, I get a call. I'm like, what? Hello? And on the phone, they're like, hey, Ken, can you come down to the store? I know you're on the lunch right now, but we need you like right now. I'm like right now? There's nobody else? And they're like, no, we need you. That's when I kind of knew, this is the end. And I went back in and everything was fine. And actually, nothing happened. So a week later, same thing happens. I'm going home to heat up my lunch and I get a call. And it says, Ken, come down here. And I'm like, okay. Similar type of call. So I'm not expecting for anything to happen, right? Wrong. They let me go. But you know, I shouldn't be playing this sad music. It was great. I came down and I already knew what was gonna happen. I said, hey, I quit to the manager that was standing there when I arrived, you know. And he said,
Okay, well, if you quit, we need to take you to the office so that we can sign all the paperwork and everything.
and I was like, okay, cool. At this point, it doesn't matter. And then I get to the office, and then manager A is there. And he says, you're fired. And I'm like, you can't fire me after I quit. That's not how it works. But I was like, whatever. So that was my end at good old Home Depot. But the people I'm gonna miss the most are these guys here, right? So we got my homie over here. Oops. Not over there. Over here. My homie over here. And my homie over here. let's just call him Joe, Nash, I don't know why Nash, and Bob. And these guys were my homies. And they were all lot attendants too, so we struggled every time. I really hope they're not there anymore, because man, that would suck. Because at the end of the day, people at Home Depot are depressed because that's not where most of them want to be. That's not where most of them thought they would end up. A lot of them would often talk about having financial problems or family problems, and the sad thing was, that was me, right? That's me. I just took myself out of the picture. But at the end of the day, it was a great experience. I'm happy I went through it just because I wouldn't have met all the people I did, and it really opened my eyes to how people really are. Craziest thing? She don't exist anymore. I haven't seen this person. I haven't seen these people. I haven't seen these people. I definitely haven't seen these people. We're all good. As long as I never have to deal with Manager A again, I think we are chilling. I swear, like, I'm not even kidding, right? I have nightmares. Or I'll be asleep, and then I'm back at Home Depot. And then this is what I hear. I'm just like, no, not Manager A. Anything but Manager A. No, please, not Manager A.